So, you want to pass me the first one?
Yeah. I think that one's the blemish. Yeah.
What do you mean blemish?
The Tiagra 80 is on backwards. It's upside down.
Sure is.
The guy was like, man, that's how it was when it came out of the box. He's like, you could call this shop where I bought it at. They know me really well. And I was like, there's no big deal to me, bro. As long as it's a right-handed reel, I don't fucking care.
I'm wondering if that center housing is interchangeable.
He said you could flip them. He said you could take it all apart, like when I go get it serviced or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, like, because it's just a center, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where's the end?
Yeah, all the splices that were in this line, I was with Cody, and he was like, dude, just throw a hollow core splice in it real quick. I'm like, bro, I'm reeling in the line. I'm not going to worry about all that right now.
My bad. I thought you were gonna be a while. That's what I was like.
Nah.
What the hell? Am I under wrap? Sure am. Thought I already did all the under wraps.
And that wasn't going to draw you check.
Yeah. They probably set it on its side and the line collapsed over itself. That's why I did that. That's why I don't like leaving them like this unless I have them tied some kind of way. That's why I have to hang them on its side so they'll.
Junket thing.
What are you gonna do with that one?
I'm gonna take it to a guy, or send it to a guy. He said he would completely refurbish it for me, and then I'm just gonna hang it on the wall.
There you go.
Got a lot of stress on my mind. It's a nice day to go. Yeah, I gotta learn. I'ma call up the whole team.
And we're doing the 130. Can you see the other roll so I can down spool it too? You can make some fucking liters out of that.
I just wonder how much 80-pound grain they're able to steal.
The only way to find out is to read spoolers that's all along. Dude, I've been standing full throttle on it since I started. see it's got some frayage in it too. But it may be like that fucked up line that I found on the other one. Oh, no, so actually go through it. But for anybody that like said it, I'd be extremely happy just to have it, you know what I mean?
That tape?
Mm-hmm. Electrical tape.
Gee. I don't know why everyone thinks it's not gonna slip if you tie it right.
Yep. So they inverted that line at one time or another. See the burn mark right there?
Oh yeah.
Another one right there. Right there. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 burns right there. It looks like solid line too.
Yeah, I was looking at it earlier. But I don't even know what kind of line that is. Probably like
Diamond or yeah, that's
like
a solid.
fins.
That too. It's hot. It's solid. Solid pipe.
Whatever it is, there's a shitload of line on it.
Yes, sir. That it is. Alright, so we're going to be filling up this 80 Tiagra with 130-pound diamond hollow core braid. Get this tape off of here though. I'm pulling all kinds of tape off. you shouldn't be jumping out of it and while it's moving.
No, there's a recall on the locking mechanism,
Mm-hmm.
and I just haven't had the time to go get the parts and do it.
Don't they do it for you?
Yeah, but they told me it was gonna be a month of my truck sitting in the shop because that's how far they're back there behind. And I was like, can I just bring it to y'all? They're like, no, because it we can schedule you in, but the moment that we need your truck, and if you're not here, then you get bumped out of line. Like, I'll just get the parts and do it myself. That-
So this will be real 8 or 9 already. Messed it this morning.
What?
That I've messed it this morning. Spooling or down spooling. Yeah. Jay called earlier asking about the checks. I was like, dude, it's going to be a little bit because I'm working solo at the shop. And I was over there at Home Depot trying to get the deal because I couldn't find the wing nut. The one that's here fucking sucks ass. It won't stay tight. It loosens up.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It's a stainless one that I bought a long time ago because if you buy the wing nut from them, it's like $10 for a fucking wing nut. And it's not even stainless. But it's the specific one for this. But I found some locking nuts, so you put 2 of them back to back like that, it locks it in place and it'll keep it from loosening up, and you shouldn't have to go too tight on it and stuff. So, but you need some money to go. Yeah. Actually,
I didn't think it was gonna get this hot today.
good thing we started earlier. I mean. When I went to Home Depot earlier, I was like, it's 11:15. I thought, fuck it, I'll just get back and back. I've been off of it one time, but I've been on the phone. I'll just give you 100. What flavor? Grape. Extra strength. Actually, if you buy 2 of them, let me know. Ooh, that's what I need to do. Hold on. I hate it when it has that little eyelet there, that mushroom deal.
Oh.
So I gotta backtrack it, because what I like to do is put the knot around it and wrap the line, so that way it protects the braid. So if you ever get mowed down, it won't get cut off because of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Glad I caught that now. Alright, here we go. Just trying to see if it'll silence it a little bit.
Not sitting right on the jig?
No, because the way the Tiagras make this deal, like when you're sitting there trying to tighten this down, it's right flush with that. So I have to like play with it to get it to sit where it needs to be, or pre-tighten it and then shove it in there.
You'll get that on those big jobs.
The what?
Said you'll get that on those big jobs.
Maybe I'll back it off a bit. do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
In my desk, right there where my seat's at, there's waters right there. Can you grab me one? And if you want one, grab one. Thanks, sir. We're at 600 yards, 630. I can't remember what I did with the diamond and 130 pound on the Tiagra. Coming up on 1,000. $1,200. Whoever said spooling was easy. How many yards of line does the spool have?
3,000.
So what are you gonna do with the other one? Oh, that's right. We were supposed to do the fucking pink line. I just thought of that right fucking now.
You're good. I'll eyeball it. Yeah. No big deal. The on the other 80, we'll see where it's at with the rest of the line, and then if you have enough 130 to fill that one. Actually, we'll just put the rest of the spool on that one. Because I'm still waiting for Ralph to build my other rod for it, so it'll be no big deal. And then when I get that rod ready, I'll go ahead and get another spool of 3,000 and bring that one.
How about we do 1,500, and then top shot it? Because we're already at 1,400 right now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That way you can get like maybe a 400 to 500 yard top shot. Oh, I think I'm gonna have. Well, that'll give me time to get more pink of the 150. 'Cause that's what we're putting on it, right? 150.
Yeah.
Or I would actually do a different color, unless you intend on keeping one upside down. The reason being, because if you have two identical rod and reels, you're not going to know which one's fucked up.
You got a point.
You know what I mean?
And you don't have no black 130? Enough of it?
No. The dark ring is the only one I have right there. Yeah, if you had come yesterday, I would have had it.
You know what then? We'll fill that one to the gills and do a very short top shot on the one we're doing right now. And then on this other 80, I'll save that spool for that reel. So if I get cut off or whatever, I have just pull it back up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This one, when I get the other rod ready, I'll spool this one up with black.
Okay.
130. When I get the other rod, I don't know when Ralph's gonna be done with it.
All right. So do you want to leave it here, or are you going to take it with you?
I'll take it. I'll take it just in. 'Cause I don't know how long Ralph's gonna be with the rod.
$1,600 right there. That's 2,000.
Keep her going.
Fill it up?
Fill it up.
Okay, so you're not getting any of the pink at all then?
I will, but that's why I'm looking at it. I'm gonna eyeball it roughly on where I want it.
Okay.
Very unorthodox.
All right, everything I do is unorthodox. Right? 21. Two.
About what, 23? Awesome, that works. And then just put a little bit of that on top.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, this thing is extremely light.
Yeah.
24. 3. Probably could have fit 25, 130 all the way up. Or maybe a little bit more. Would have been close.
It'd been real close to. Probably get 100 yards of the 150. So.
I should have bought 2 spools. You know, now I remember Cody having to buy 2 spools to fill up both of his 80s. It's not bad. That's about what he had got with the Jerry Brown.
Well, I did notice that there was no coloring on the white braid. So maybe, and dude, they actually, that's a lot better. Like it's opening up more. Normally their 130 doesn't open up like this. Like I'm just not, yeah.
Constantly having to fight it?
Yeah, it's really tight. And actually I just showed that about the other one because it normally opens up like that. Oh. But they're actually, they've improved. Okay. All right, Diamond. Finally getting with the program.
Well, what would be cool though is to get like Jerry Brown, all just a small spool of your common sizes, and put it on a metal rod and apply 40 pounds of pressure on each side and see how flat they lay and compare them. That would be kind of cool to see.
That would, but you would have to have a very good camera, micrometer, whatever it is to. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I am not that technical. I'll be honest. Stop. So,
that's all you got right there.
That's 100 yards right there.
Perfect. That works amazing.
Okay.
Give it just a little wiggle room in case someone else pulls out.
Just a little.
I know I'm like my stuff. I don't to the gills.
Oh, I know. And normally there's times when I've deep bombed them after I spooled them here. And I come back and I come back and I have to add like 100 yards of line just to refill it. I think the most I ever showed on an 80 was 2,750 yards of 130 pound.
Of Jerry Brown?
I don't think I was dealing with Jerry Brown at that time.
Really?
Yeah. I think it was tight line or Cortland. More likely tight line. I did a video. There's a video. It's in my channel somewhere.
Squeezing it all in there?
Well, spooling it up, going out and using it, and then coming back and hey man, look at the gap I got, and I added 100 more yards. And I know it was 2,650 I already started with. Yeah, and I know I didn't lose it because I had to undo the loop nut that I had at the beginning. So.
Actually, you know what, Albert?